All right, my loves, let's try this one more time. I got a new link for you. New link is live. Let's get this going. How funny. I think I might have figured out what the problem was. I had a couple things running in the background that were taking up a lot of space. Skype was running, Dropbox was running, and I really need to clean up my laptop. Got a lot of junk on there. So sometimes it gets kind of wonky. But hopefully you guys are getting my new link to continue, and I can talk to you about our booking blitz. And during the break, I went ahead and found my notes where I was supposed to be. Thanks, Crystal. Okay, so I was talking about the booking blitz that we're going to do and how I'm so excited about it. So let me cover just a couple of quick FAQ about booking blitzes, and then I will get back to the parts that I'm so excited about. So what is a booking blitz? Those of you who've never done it before, basically it's when you decide that you're going to book as many parties as you possibly can in a specific amount of time. Usually it's like 1 hour of phone calls, and that's it. It does create a lot of healthy competition among the other people on your team, and it's a lot more fun when you're doing it with other people as opposed to just sitting at home calling people because you want to book your calendar. So a few of you are really motivated and you've already got full calendars, so you don't ever need a blitz, but it's still super fun. And there are a whole lot of us who are a little more human who don't really, we're motivated, but it's more motivating to compete for first place and to compete for prizes and things like that. So how does it work? Basically, I tell you a time frame that we're going to be using and any rules that we're going to set around our blitz or guidelines. And then you guys work the blitz. I work the blitz too. We're all working together towards a group goal, and then we're competing against each other for prizes. So booking blitzes are the #1 way to fill up your calendar because you're never quite so motivated to get those bookings as you are during the blitz. So this little blitz that we're going to be doing is a little different than our ones that we've done in the past. So it's going to start tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I'm going to have another video posted. I'm going to create an event in our Facebook page, and I'll post a video at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it will have the specific details in it, but I'm going to give you a couple of quick tips and guidelines about it tonight, so you'll kind of know what to prepare for. So you'll see a little bit of the fun stuff that's going to be going on with our blitz. It's going to last for 100 hours. Now, that sounds like a lot of work, but here's the truth of it. What I want is for each person to commit to 1 hour of doing their phone calls. That's not really that much. So you've basically got 4 days to work on 1 hour of phone calls. So you could do 15 minutes each day over 4 days. You could do more than an hour if you want. You can book one single hour if you want to, all combined together. But this time through, I'm going to give you a couple of different tips and tricks that you might try, and that's why we have a 4-day time span. So one of those tips and tricks is the sequence of things that I'm going to recommend you consider trying with your non-traditional booking calls. So one of the things we've done in the past is gone over ideas for scripts because people never know what to say, and we've gone through the process of how to make a booking script your own. So maybe you find a script that says you should say something like, oh, I don't know. I'm so glad you're home. You're not going to believe what I'm up to. I just signed up to do Origami Owl, and all of the designers on our team are in a contest to see who can book the most parties in the next hour. So whatever. That sounds really awkward to me. And so we don't do those kind of scripts. But we have some better ones that we've used in the past. And I still have those documents that I'll share with you tomorrow morning. So anyway, long story short, I'm so excited that I'm confused. So part of your work during this blitz is going to be looking at that script document that I'm going to post in the morning and deciding what you personally want to say to people when you call them. But the new step that we're adding is this idea of doing a 3-part booking script. Boop, boop, boop. So the 3 parts has like a warm-up to it, which is kind of a different technique. So warming up your customer before you ask them to book is something that I haven't done in blitzes in the past, but it's a little tip that I'm going to tell you about tonight so you can think about it overnight, and then tomorrow when we start our blitz, you'll kind of have a leg up on anybody who didn't watch the video yet because you're going to know this trick. So for anybody that you haven't talked to in a long time, that it might feel a little bit awkward to say, hey, you want to have a jewelry bar this month? Instead of just posting real quick on there that you want to have a jewelry bar and you want them to host, send them a short message about something exciting. So as an example, something like, I am so excited, I just got the new Sugar Skull charm in today. Here's a picture of it in my locket. It made me think of you and I thought you would love it. Done. So those kind of little tidbit warm-ups are what I want you guys to think about tonight and tomorrow morning. And if you can think about doing those little nudges to people throughout the day tomorrow, then by maybe Monday night, if you want to get on the phone and book your parties, or Sunday afternoon, then they will already have been preheated, so to speak. So one of those fun little things, one of those fun little tips that I'm going to share with you tomorrow morning is about this little warm-up message. If it's a recent customer, you can just kind of ask them how they're loving their items. So you can just say, hey, I wanted to follow up with you on your recent purchase and see if you're loving it. Another thing that we're doing in this booking blitz that's different is that we're going to focus on some non-traditional scripts. So by that I mean, instead of just phone calls, which we know that phone calls are a great way to stay in touch with people and get them to respond to you, we also know a lot of people don't answer their phone. So we're doing some focusing on writing good scripts or having good interaction via text message, Facebook message, or even email. And those are kind of in order of length. So a text message would be the shortest, Facebook message slightly longer, and then email would be the longest possible message. Not long, but the longest of the three. So maybe 3 sentences instead of a half a sentence, maybe with a little more punctuation. So I'm going to go over some of those tomorrow morning too, and I think they're going to help quite a bit because the classic model of call your hostess, get her to book, mail out an invitation, that doesn't always work because we're in a different kind of society, especially with some of the younger generations where they really, really prefer to text. They would rather you send a text invitation to them than even get an evite. I am still shocked when my 22-year-old sister-in-law says snail mail, and she's referring to email, not the kind of mail that you put a stamp on and stick in a post box. So anyway, circle back around here. On our blitz, basically I'm assuming that y'all don't have anything going on this weekend. Now why am I assuming that? Because most of us bust our tails getting up to Mother's Day and we work so hard and then we're exhausted, and we have nothing booked for the weekend after Mother's Day. If you have a booking, good for you. I'm impressed. I don't have one, so I need this blitz as much as you guys do. So if you're not doing anything this weekend, I'm hoping that you are going to work your business, not organizing your charms, not cleaning your office, any of that. We've got 100 hours, so setting aside a little bit of time to follow the things, the little steps and guidelines that I'm going to post for you tomorrow morning, and send a little teaser out to your favorite past customers, past hostesses, and getting them warmed up and getting ready for following through on the 1 hour total of phone calls and blitzing as many people as you can to book up your calendar is going to be what you can do this weekend to set yourself up for success this summer. Now, one last thing that we're doing a little bit different this blitz is including some social media hashtag. So that kind of thing I haven't done in the past because, why force people to utilize social media? Well, it's pretty effective. So some of the things are going to be prize driven. We're going to have prizes for, where's my list of prizes? Some examples. Each new party that you book and hold in May, so don't think May's over, we've still got 15 days left, is going to get you entered to win a very special prize. We're going to do a prize for the top 3 people who book parties and hold them. So we're going to be doing a follow-through on a follow-up on this. At the end of the Blitz, we always have everyone send in an email and let me know what their personal results are. So the name of the hostess and the date of the party. And then as the month goes on, I can follow up with you and see if all of your parties held, what your outcomes were. I cannot see that stuff in the back office, so even if you might think I can't see any of that stuff, which is a bummer. All I can see is your volume, so I don't really know how that goes. So I don't know when you put in a party and when you close it or anything like that. But the top 3 that book parties and hold them are going to win prizes. So that would be, let's say somebody books 12 parties during our booking Blitz and holds all 12, and that's the most, well, then you would win a prize. So the top 3 that book and hold the highest number of parties. And then we're also going to do one last prize for the person with the most new team members from all of the parties. So it would be one of those things where you would report back to me, oh, I just had the party that I booked through the Blitz, this person's name that I reported to you at the end of the Blitz, and I got a new designer out of it. So we'll be tracking that too. Sounds like a lot to track, but it won't be too bad with Excel sheets. And of course, the person with the most no's will get a prize too. Yay! Let me show you some prizes. Who wants to see prizes? What's in this box? Do y'all know? Okay. Have y'all seen this? Fun little thing that I got at convention last year and I've been saving for a special occasion. This is the, can y'all see that? Embossed origami owl. It's hard to get it to focus. Wow, I turned all red. It's magic. This is a little wristlet. It's super cute. Has a little polka dot lining in it. Anyway, love this thing. Never used it. It's been in the box. So it's not like it's for mustache or anything. So that's one of the prizes. I have a little bright yellow origami owl cosmetic bag, and it is hot pink on the inside. I have one of these lovely origami owl pad folios. My personal one's over here, so if you haven't seen one of these things, then you can see it's got our mission statement inside. You put a little notepad, fun little stuff on there. I always use it all the time. I also have a couple of other little things. I have 50, I think I'll do 50, might do 100, 50 jewelry care cards. So I got these printed through Vistaprint, and I'm going to give them out as prizes. It's not the new ones that are square. It's the same old business card size ones. They don't have any name or anything like that on them. It's just a jewelry care card, very similar to what you would get from Origami Owl. If you might have gotten one in the past. Sometimes they throw them in if we don't have locket boxes for some reason. And then I have 2 of these little guys. I have a dream bracelet with gold letters and white strap, and then I have a fearless bracelet. This one is rose gold with a kind of a pink crop style strap. And these are extras from last year's convention. It's a BCBG bracelet that I got, one for everybody who attended convention last year. And I had a couple of extras. So I hope you guys are excited about some of those prizes. I'm really excited about them. And I'm super excited about this Blitz. I have a lot of work to do tonight. I'd like to show you a couple of the things that I'm going to be posting. So let me go to a little screen share. Screen share. Oh, darn it. Okay, we're just going to go full screen. We'll do this for a second. Can y'all see that? Let's get a little Adobe. What's my most recent Adobe stuff? There we go. Okay. Let's go back to that kind of screen share. That'll be better. Okay. Tomorrow I'll post the Alice list. You guys have seen this before. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a s'more flyer and send it out to everyone on the whole team from me down, so all 350 of us, and it's going to have a link to the Team Perfect training page, which would be teamperfect.us, and it will have all of the Blitz details on it, and then it will also link us back to the Facebook group so that you guys can post and add questions and stuff as we go. So I'll post the Alice list and the Hot 100. So if you haven't seen that yet, let me show you what the Hot 100 is going to look like. So this is a little bit funny. I don't know how to change to the next screen without turning off screen sharing, so that's all right. Okay, so both of these lists, the Hot 100 and the Alice list, are ways for you to come up with 100 people that you could possibly contact about having a jewelry bar. Now, our number for the next for this booking blitz is 100, and we're looking for several things here. We're going to try to come up with 100 names for people to contact. That sounds like a lot, but you know, it doesn't take very long to send out a bunch of different emails to these people. And our other number 100 is it's going to be a 100-hour blitz. And then the last number 100 is that my personal goal is that everybody, all the bookings combined, so our entire team, that we come up with 100 bookings for the summer. I'm considering summer through the end of July right now. We might, maybe I'll say through August 15th. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I should say, let's see, June, July, August. Probably should make it 100 days. That would make sense because it would go with everything else. So starting from tomorrow morning, which will be the 16th, 100 days from then is, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Sorry, I got a message. Just double checking. Okay, everything's fine. Okay, so lots of number 100s. And, oh, hi, I'm back. I just minimize it and it works. Okay, what else are we going to do? So then I'm going to open up all of these fun Blitz documents to show you guys. So basically I had these all open earlier, and yeah, I had to restart my computer, and so then they all disappeared. Okay, this is an old one from October, but I'll have an updated one. So I'm going to post when do you want to work. So you get to set your goals. You're going to decide, this will be corrected, when you want to book, what days you want to work, and then this will be where you get to fill out your, like, I'm going to have 2 jewelry bars here, you know, on this Friday or whatever. And then, what else do I have to show y'all? No, that's not it. We will do, oh, here's the call scripts. So this is from, these are excerpts from a really cool training webinar that our home office did a while back, and I just had a couple of screenshots from it that I personally use quite a bit, and these were great. What do you say to a former hostess, someone that you have never really called before, a former customer, and then somebody who has said something about hosting before and then you never actually called them and you feel kind of bad. Anyway, these are awesome because they kind of jog your brain for people that you could contact, and they're also really helpful for ideas about what you can say, because it's hard to know what to say. I never know what to say the first time through. It takes me a couple to get warmed up, so don't worry about that part. Okay. So there's this really cool one that I wanted to show you. Booking without phone. Okay. So this one's awesome. Oops, I forgot to share. And share. Okay. So this one's fun. I borrowed this from somebody else. And basically, she's got several ideas for friend, acquaintance, past hostess, past customer, the same couple of people that we just talked about in the other set of booking scripts. But basically, this is ideas for, okay, I'm going to send a text message to a friend. What am I going to say? Hey, Becca, it's Jody. I thought of you. Wondered if you'd like to get a few friends together for a jewelry bar next month. Are you interested? But she didn't write, are you interested? Because that's a lot of writing for a text message. So she just wrote, interested. Anyway, some of them are really long, I think, for text messages, and are not something that I would ever say. I would never say, you know, with a YA. I mean, seriously, that's just not my style. But maybe some people would use the letter U, and I wouldn't do that either. But customer or potential hostess. Okay, Was there one more? I think there is, but I can't find it right now. Oh well. So we're going to have all of those goodies for tomorrow. And then on top of that, we're going to have a couple other things here. So I've got a couple of images that we're going to use if you want, all optional. There's this one if you haven't seen it before, it's kind of cute. Host is wanted, no experience necessary, must enjoy free stuff, apply within. So that's kind of a fun thing to post randomly on your Facebook page sometime throughout this weekend. And then there's one other one that I've seen. I'm honestly on the fence about this, not really sure how I feel about it. Let's see if I can get it to show up in this window. Ready, set, book. These are some of the things you're going to see tomorrow. All right, looks like it's not showing up here. Sorry if I just made you dizzy. Cute. Here we go, this one. Have you guys seen this one before? This person is in a booking blitz and it's asking for help. So I'm not huge on this whole concept of asking for your friends to help you. But at some point in the next 4 days, you might decide it's time to just put it out there that you're doing this blitz and that you want people to pay attention. And that's totally fine. So lots of things that we're going to be having at our fingertips as tools tomorrow. The last part, which I was mentioning about social media, is one of the requirements to qualify for prizes is when you get a booking, I want you to post something funny on Facebook, use our hashtag, and tag me. So some examples that I've seen that I thought were really cute on other people's pages. If y'all could see my desk, a little bit messy. Okay. I don't know our exact hashtag yet that we're going to use. It's probably going to be something like perfect summer or hot 100 summer or 100 challenge. I don't know. It's going to be some hashtag. And those of you who don't know what a hashtag is, sorry I didn't mention this before. It's where you use the pound sign before a set of words with no spaces. And it is a way to create a tag that you can click on in some social media sites, like in Twitter. So you could click on, let's say it said hashtag Team Perfect, or on Instagram, hashtag Team Perfect. You could click on that, and then it would show you all the posts chronologically that have ever had that tag. It doesn't actually work in Facebook, or at least it didn't before, but we're still going to use it for our official post so that you can let me know that you got a booking. So here's the funny kind of things that we've seen. Off to go bungee jumping with Katie Curtis, hashtag Team Perfect Booking Blitz. I'll tell you the hashtag tomorrow. You can't hashtag me tonight. It's time for a pool party with Katie Curtis, or whatever it is. So if you, you just come up with something random, maybe funny, maybe quirky or silly. I've never been bungee jumping, skydiving, any of that stuff. So anyway, try to keep it clean. I know some of my friends out there, no swearing and tagging me, please, because we're trying to keep it professional. Let's keep it PG. Anyway, that will be the fun part of this because it will get people interested and they'll start to wonder what you're doing. So when you've done it like 4 or 5 times over the weekend that you're going to go do something silly or random with me, they might ask. And that's one extra way to open the door and get them asking what you're doing. And you can tell them about your blitz. So on top of all this other stuff, told you about the prizes. I'm going to give you lots of tools. I have a lot of work to do tonight to get it all up and running and ready for 8 a.m. tomorrow. I wanted to give you some secret ideas that you can have for your blitzing that I am not going to cover tomorrow on my blitz video. So here's some thoughts. This summer, when you're doing Joy Bar bookings, consider opening it up to having it at your own house. Either you're the hostess or you offer several hostesses to host at your house at the same time and place. So let's say you've got somebody who says, my apartment is really small and I think I might only have 3 or 4 people and I don't really want to bring them over to my house and I have a dog. And anyway, offer to have it at your house on a specific date and time that you've set up to do a multi-party jewelry bar. You only have to clean one time and set up one time, have each of their hostesses either bring 2 bottles of wine or some mini brownies or whatever, and have the jewelry bar at your house, take all the orders, keep the orders separate with each of the hostesses. Totally a win-win situation. You could even do outside barbecue style if you wanted to. One of the weird things for summertime is having kids and hubbies around. So it's really fun if you have a kids activity. Put Frozen on the DVD player. I'm sorry, did I just say that? On your Apple TV, or let's come into this century. Even just something as simple as, I mean, if it's going to be an hour and a half, have the sprinkler and some Kool-Aid for the kiddos. It could be barbecue and outside time for the dads and kids while the moms are inside shopping. So lots of fun ideas for summer there. A couple of other ones. Maybe help your hostess, if she wants to have it, have a theme. So something like iced coffee and donuts if you want to do a morning event. If you're a little bit more healthy, it could be something like, let's go to our juice place after spin class or Zumba or yoga. Some place that everybody's going to be anyway is a great place to have a jewelry bar. Some of the really successful couples, there's guys too, that I've spoken with, they have jewelry bars anywhere but not the hostess's home, because then she gets stressed out and has to clean and you're limited to specific things. This one couple who I really love has said that one of the best things is a local Mexican restaurant. And here's why. They let you set up for a couple of hours, make it come and go. It's not a set 2-hour time period. People can come in, your guests can come and bring their families and get their families set up at the table and order them dinner. They can come over and shop with you, go back and check on the family, finish their purchase, and then they've also fed everybody and then go back home. It's a great way to get everybody together, help your hostess make a lot of sales so that she gets her rewards, but she didn't have to do all the stuff at her home. Everybody got food. She didn't have to cook a whole bunch of stuff and have a billion leftover pinwheels. And people can have margaritas if they want. That makes it even better. But back to places where people will be anyway, doing maybe neighborhood pool. So if you've got moms that you see every single Thursday morning at the neighborhood pool, hey, set up a jewelry bar in the shade at the pool. But the kids in their floaties, they will be fine. At the park is another fun one. So in the summer when you're going for these kind of more casual things, you don't have to do a full-on setup. You don't need linen busts and fancy stuff and even, I don't even know, a tablecloth. I mean, you can have it if you want it, but sometimes that tablecloth will catch a little gust of wind and charms go flying. So using a clear panel jewelry bag that folds out and can help store all of your stuff, having 1 or 2 linen trays there, it's just a fun, easy way to have a casual picnic-style jewelry bar that can be definitely profitable and can keep your business moving through a very interesting, different, awkward time of summer. I'm seriously wanting a donut right now. I haven't told you all this, but on Monday I started the Katie Couric challenge, the no sugar for 10 days, the Fed Up challenge, her new movie that just came out. And so today is 4 days with no sugar for me. And let's just say that we're fighting a sugar monster battle all the time in this house because I happen to really like sugar. Okay. Anyway, I know I just rambled a little bit there, but that donut thing kept getting to me. Okay. If y'all don't have any questions so far on the Blitz, which you probably have a lot of questions and you're being nice and waiting because I told you I'm giving you more information tomorrow. But if you don't have any questions on that, I'm going to pop over to the consistency side of working your business this summer. Let me do a quick refresh for questions on blitzing. Let's see here. I have no hashtagable sites. Crystal, don't worry about not having hashtags because just use Facebook and tag me and I'll see it and I'll know it's official. So don't worry about that. And I do hope you'll be working it. You guys are so funny. Technical difficulties. 100 hours, 100 parties. Woo-hoo. Oh my gosh. Okay, I told y'all Facebook was being crazy, and I can see that Caitlin's post had to go in like 15 times. Okay, all done. I want to give a quick shout out to Rhonda. If you ever if you ever come back and watch this particular one, she's messaging me saying sorry she missed the training, but doesn't know that I'm on the training right now, and that's why I'm not texting her back. Sorry, Rhonda. Okay, back to consistency. So 2 parts to working your business this summer. First, we're going to book your calendar jam-packed full from now until August 15th. This is super important. We're going to make sure that you don't hit a business lull, and you're not going to be flailing all summer, and you're not going to cry when your commission check comes in and it's like $50. So we're not going to have that happen for you. Step 1 is the booking. Step 2 is consistency. Have y'all seen this? I think I have a version downloaded. Let's see here. Consistency calendar. I do. I'm going to share it with you on the screen. I didn't even need to print that out. I already had it printed because I refer to it all the time. Okay, this thing's really neat. I have not done this consistency challenge before, but I really like the concept behind it. So the bottom line is that you want to do something that touches your business every single day that is a revenue generating activity. That's called an RGA. And a lot of us get confused and think that things are revenue generating, which are not revenue generating. It is important to pay your bills, and by bills I mean, you know, your Origami Owl bills, from a business perspective. It's important to have a clean office. It's important to call back your team if they call you and ask you a question. But none of those things are actually revenue generating activities. So this consistency calendar challenge that was posted in the Shining Jewels group is actually a list of more or less revenue generating activities. So let's just run through a couple of them real quick. Update your Alice list. This is super important that you have a list, that you always have a list of the people that you're wanting to reach out to for jewelry bars, for potential signups on your designer team, or potential customers. So keeping your list updated is important. Technically, this one is this one's not revenue generating, but it's a precursor and it's got to be done. Register for conference, super important. Here we go. Make 10 customer calls on Saturday the 3rd. This is amazing. Your 10 customer calls will take you less than an hour, and she has it every single Saturday. Super important. This is a revenue generating activity. We've got some more here. Creating hostess packets and opportunity packets are not revenue generating, but booking a party definitely is. Contact 3 dance organizations about fundraisers. What a cool idea. Reach out to 3 friends out of state and share the opportunity. Another really cool idea. So those are revenue generating activities. So let me tell you how this thing works. Your goal would be to start immediately, here's today, and mail or hand out 5 takeout menus. Today's almost over, so you can let yourself off the hook and start tomorrow if you haven't started yet. And share 3 like it's on Facebook. So that's pretty simple. This is just a fun way to keep your business going on a Friday. Be ready Saturday making 10 customer calls. Well, guess what? You're doing a booking blitz, so you should be making 10 customer calls anyway. This is just a great way to give you an idea. Did I do this or not? Yes, check it off. No, maybe cross it off. Then underneath each day, there's a 0 through 5 scale. This is the number of people that you've shared the Origami Owl opportunity with. We call it sharing the O2 love. Now, let me switch back to my face. There I am. Hi. Okay, let's talk about sharing the love here. This is not a training about how to share the opportunity. However, I feel one coming on in the very near future, and here's why. I have fallen in love with Sarah Robbins. She's got my number right now. I'm trying to find, my desk is a little messy. I got her book, and I'm reading it. I got her masterclass for how to be a recruiting rockstar recruiting school, and I'm loving it. And I have the one that's not the masterclass, and it's in my car. So I'm in a little bit of a Sarah Robbins bubble right now, and she's talking about some amazing, amazing stuff. One of the things she's talking about is this concept of an opportunity call. Some of you probably know what that is and have seen it before or been on one before from another company. I have never been on one, not for my company, not for anybody else's company. So I need to learn a little bit more, but I think it's going to be a really good tool. And what she says is it's every single week within the training hour. So instead of us having training from 9 to 10, we would probably do it 8 to 9, so it's not so late for people, but the first 15 minutes would be an opportunity call where you could actually tell the people you've talked to about the opportunity to just come call in and hear more about it, and then you can talk to them afterwards and potentially sign them up. There's lots of cool things in there where she teaches us how to have you three-way in the person so they're not accidentally lost and then they don't know who they're supposed to sign up under. Lots of special things that help. It's a little process, a little, I don't know, capsule. Anyway, I like the idea. I'm kind of hooked on it. I'm learning more about it, but very soon what I'm hoping is that I'll be able to offer a weekly 15-minute opportunity call to help all of you and myself with this sharing the Origami Owl opportunity. A lot of times we want to share, but we're not really sure what to say. And if all you're really doing is saying, if you think this might be for you, I'd love for you to be on our call on Thursday night. It's about 15 minutes long for you to hear more about the opportunity. And then it's very non-confrontational. It's a great way to just let people get their foot in the door and ask all the hard questions and listen to somebody like me who has been saying the same things for 2 years and kind of maybe has a better idea for how to handle a lot of the harder questions that come up. I don't think any of them are hard anymore. So anyway, long story short, this consistency calendar challenge, this is a great way to work your business this summer. Even if this is the only thing you do, in addition with the booking blitz, so booking and consistency, then this is a really great way for you to get your business going and keep it going so that you don't lose momentum during the awkward summer months. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in June. Hopefully we're going to get another one of these. If we don't, I commit to you that I will make us one, even if I take all of these things and kind of refresh and rearrange and change. I mean, it won't be Cinco de Mayo in June, so anyway, I commit to you that if we don't get one of these from our leadership upline, then I will make us one, and we can all follow it together. Hooray! Okay, so we covered the blitz, we covered the consistency calendar, and that number 1 through 5 is kind of scary. If there are 5 people every day that you've actually mentioned the Origami Owl opportunity to, it'd be incredible. I actually did one today. It was yesterday, sorry. I did one yesterday in a new way that I hadn't done before. A gal that I have asked to host a bunch of times, and she never does, but she's a great customer, and she's bought 4 lockets over the past 2 years. So as I was sitting with her, I tried one of the things I learned from Sarah, which was she just said, how are things going? And I said, things are amazing, and we're growing like crazy. And I shared with her all of the information about the new Hispanic American market. So I explained that we have a little heart charm that says Tia, and one that says Abuela, and we have one that says Quince for the quinceañera girls when they turn 15. So I was just telling her the highlights that I thought she might be interested in. And she was like, that's so exciting, I'd love to see it. And I explained that I don't have the supplements in yet, but I'm getting them. And finally, I said, my business is growing quite a bit. If you ever think of anybody that you think might like to do this, I would love to have their contact information. So it was a little less awkward than that because I practiced in the car on the way there. Yes, I did. Practice in your car. I practice on my kid. She's 3 years old. So she'll say, Mommy, what are you saying? Anyway, I threw it out there to somebody that I didn't think that I would normally throw it out there to. She's been to a few of the parties as a guest that I've done in the past. So she's heard my pitch before. She's been exposed to the opportunity. But I was putting it out there for my first one-on-one. If you know anybody that might be interested in this, then oh, thanks, Amanda. Amanda just said she loves my style and my bling. Anyway, if you know anybody, I would love to talk to anybody that you know who might be interested in this. I've got a pretty big team growing in the area, and I'm always looking to expand, so keep me in mind. And she's like, great, I will. A lot of people are going to love that we have the new Spanish line, so she's excited. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. I am hoping to keep all of you more informed on what I'm personally doing for sponsoring so that you can learn more about that. I think it's the best part of the business, but sometimes it's the part that we get the least training on because, I don't know, people will sometimes just ask you, hey, can I sign up under you? And then it throws you off and you're like, yeah, sure. And then you start wondering how to do that actively. How do you get more people to come up and say, hey, how do I sign up? That's the question. All right, I'm going to do a quick refresh over here and see if there's any questions, and then I'm going to let you guys go because it's been 1 hour, and I'm committed to not ever being more than an hour anymore. Let's see here. Refresh again. Hoot hoot to you. Let's see here. Okay, any more questions, ladies? You all are so lovely. I wonder if I could get my two videos together. I'd really like that. Let's see. I don't see any questions. Okay, ladies, thank you all so much for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. I am so looking forward to tomorrow and starting this booking blitz. It's going to be amazing. As a team, I know we can do 100 parties in 100 days. Seriously. Most weekends, there's at least 15 of us doing a party at the same exact time. So that's a group goal, not 100, for each of you. I have another 100 goal right now on the side here. My personal goal is to get my front line to 100. It's going to take some time, but that's like my big goal that I'm working towards right now. I'm really excited about it. I don't have a timeline on it yet. I need to get one. That's my fault. Anyway, ladies, thank you all so much. I love y'all. I can't wait to see some of you on Sunday. I can't wait to see most of you at convention in July. And let's touch base soon. I'll check out any more questions on the event page. Thanks.